Hi, and welcome. I'm Sharon Martin from Inner Sanctum Studios, and I am a messenger for Gaia. And so I have a couple of days of a little package of interesting information, and so I just welcome you here. The energies are softer, the energies are more stable, and the energies they've moved out of that roller coaster kind of motion, and we're being held in a different energy at the moment. So these are my notes from the last couple of days. So welcome. Pop your name in the chat if you are here. And it's all interesting. It's all about the word grace, that there are these higher beings who have landed on the earth and that they have brought that. And so what I was shown yesterday was this imagery of the Christ dropping in. So this fully formed physical light being dropping down onto the planet. And so coming into the earth yesterday, I was shown that. I was shown that this is symbolic of the materialization of the energetic into form, and that there are beings who have now arrived on the earth to assist at this time and in this part of the process. So it was new. It was a new concept, and Gaia was nodding in agreement about that, because I was looking to her, when I wrote it, is that correct? So I'm showing these are representatives of the star nations, and show up to me as like a similar representation to if we were having a gathering of all the indigenous nations on our planet. So it's similar to that. It's like it's a representation of off-planet indigenous beings or star beings from off-planet. So they are already present on our earth. I'm showing this star shape that they form that is representative. It's like an emblem or a symbol or a logo that represents them, that looks a lot like an asterisk. So it's sort of flat rather than just a stroke of the pen. It shows up as like a flat ribbon, and there are it's two crosses that overwrite one another. So like a cross and then an X through it. And so this is the symbol that represents the groups. Hello, Margaret. Margaret's saying she sees them in the skies every night. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? How there's more and more of them showing up. So they are here to ground and expand and raise the light quotient of us and the planet at the moment. And it's like a very shimmering energy. It's you could see it as it's similar to a heat haze, but it has a shimmer to it, and this is permeating the planet now. And I'm showing that many beings may have like feelings or visions or apparitions of seeing these ancient ascended masters in our holy texts, in our biblical notes, in our history of these beings being on the earth, in our old parables and stories, walking amongst us, that this is going to be a common phenomena, that many beings are going to witness them, view them, see them in form, and that their physical form. Oh, yeah, so this is interesting. So the physical form of these beings, these higher beings, will reflect the belief of the viewer. So that's quite a nice concept, isn't it? So, someone who believes or has a faith that matches Muhammad will see Muhammad. Someone who has a faith that matches Yogananda will see Yogananda, and so on. Hi, Billy. And so then I was given this statement: expect to see many exaltations. So I needed, when Spirit gives me these specific words, I go and look them up, and it's always quite mind-blowing to me because I have a really good vocabulary. And so how about this? So this is expect to see many exaltations. That was how that piece of writing closed. And this is a word that means cited and spoken of, a miraculous sighting or being. So I just love it how that shows up. Hi, Craig. Craig's saying saw something moving through the night sky a while ago that looked just like a shimmering heat wave. Oh, fascinating. Oh, I love it how these synchronicities show up. And then this continuation of these notes today. And so in the landing of these higher ascended beings to earth, there is a greater energy of peace that covers the earth. They came to bring orchestration of these new times through energetic weaving, patterning, and synchronization. And I get that there are 36 of them. As the last of the dark shadow element dissipates, they are beginning to create a halo effect. So then I go and look up halo effect, and it's this. It's the tendency for, honestly, you'd think that I went and researched this and made it all up. It's incredible to me. Even, like, I just get blown away by it still, having done this for 6 years. So when I look up halo effect, it says this is the tendency for positive impressions of a person, company, brand, or product in one area to positively influence one's opinion or feelings in other areas. That's what the halo effect means. I'm also showing that there will be more sightings of spacecraft, and at some point they will be familiar sightings in our sky, that this phenomena will normalize their existence, and as no invasions or threats arise, humanity will assume they are in peaceful observation, which of course we know that they are, but that will be those people who are on the edges of awakening or in the beginning of awakening. I'm showing individuals from ships will arrive. So they will do that through, I'm showing through dematerializing and rematerializing to form connections to humans who are ready, and meet others through small informal gatherings. So they will kind of infiltrate, permeate, integrate through that. Like if you are open and confident and interested, they might connect with you and you might have them. It was like I saw them sitting around people's dinner tables with, a couple of other friends who come. So those sort of small informal gatherings, meetings to communicate and familiarize one another and learn about why they are here and what they know and where they're from, and that's how it becomes this sort of energetic imprinting here, and more familiarizing with these off-planet beings, and that this what is that word? The social infiltration and integration will be part of their acceptance and assimilation into our earth, and we will learn much from them for our new earth. This will include development of higher gifts, of conscious and psychic abilities, as well as introduction of higher technologies, especially in areas of medical, health, and the environment. And then I was given this name of a song, which was Welcome to Your New State of, well, it was this. It was Welcome to Your New State of Grace. And so Taylor Swift has done a song. I'm not sure who originally did it. I didn't have enough time to look up all of that, but I looked at some of the lyrics to do with it. So it's I'll put a link in the description. But this word grace has come in to be very present with us at this time. And so I thought, well, let's look up what grace is described as. So grace is smoothness and elegance of movement. It is also unmerited divine assistance given to humans for further regeneration or sanctification, a virtue coming from God. Divine grace is defined as the divine influence which operates in humans to regenerate and sanctify. So this is the energy that we're in at the moment. We are in the rollout of the new. And can you believe that how much has come out and how much has already changed from the 22nd? And we're only in New Zealand, and we're only on the 26th. This is only 4 days ago that it's not 4 days ago I did that video, but it's 4 days ago that it was the 22nd. And you remember all of that information that came through about what comes in on the 22nd. So what has happened to our perception of time? This further collapse of the time construct has created a stretch in that regard as well. Even though time is sped up, it also has huge expansion. We're very much dipped in the quantum when it comes to time, but we're in this, like this coating of this illumination, this light that brings grace, this coating of this higher divine light that these higher beings have brought in to cover the planet, this shimmering heat haze that envelops and holds us. And we're in this experience of this beautiful, beautiful energy. So that's what I have for you now. There was something I was going to read to you. Let's just see if I can see it. I've just finished with my clients for the day, and I probably should have taken a bit more time. So I had that sorted. Hold on. No, I can't see it there. But I will read you the lyrics from the song State of Grace. So apparently Billy Joel did it earlier. That's what it looks like. So I'll just read you a few bits from it. It has quite a strong connection to love and divine counterparts. I'm walking fast through the traffic lights, busy streets and busy lives, and all we know is touch and go. We are all alone with our changing minds. We fall in love till it hurts or bleeds or fades in time. And I never saw you coming, and I'll never be the same. You come around and the armour falls, pierce the room like a cannonball. Now all we know is don't let go. We are alone, just you and me. Up in your room, our slates are clean, just twin fire signs, 4 blue eyes. So you were never a saint, and I've loved in shades of wrong. We learn to live with the pain, mosaic broken hearts, but this love is brave and wild, and I never saw you coming, and I'll never be the same. This is a state of grace. This is the worthwhile fight. Love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. These are the hands of fate. You are my Achilles heel. This is the golden age of something good and right and real. And I never saw you coming. And I'll never be the same. I never saw you coming, and I'll never be the same. This is a state of grace. This is the worthwhile fight. Love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. And what I love about that is that it's very pertinent to this kind of exact, I don't have television, I don't listen to the radio, so I'm not in the loop with the current music, and yet so I never heard that song, and that spirit dropped that into me. And so to me it applies to love, but it also applies to this bigger picture of love, this unconditional love that many of us are holding and working with holding more and more, and the way in which we're having to do the work here to make things right through love, that we have been in this bit of a battle in our world, that we've needed to overcome the restraints and the conditions. And so I thought that was rather perfect. So yeah, be in that state of grace, feel into that shimmering hazy energy. Keep a lookout for this idea of people seeing these apparitions. It's all about this greater awakening, this bringing people into, I guess, the programs and beliefs that they've held about these beings, that the realization of them being present is this reinforcement, I guess, to prayer, and that reinforcement to our connection to higher consciousness and ways of being. So enjoy this time, and that's just this very pertinent right now in these couple of days. So thank you for joining me. Lots of love to you. See you again soon.